Have you ever gotten drunk with your parents?
Oh, this is going to be a fun one.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Quite regularly. No, not that we're alcoholics, but yeah.
Yes, I did. It was a great time. Don't ask for specifics. Can't remember them. Was drunk.
No.
My mum has seen me drunk. And she always says, well, hopefully you've learned your limits now.
Me and my parents have had a few drinks together and it's fun. It's fine. Learn a few things.
No. No, neither.
I actually haven't, despite them really trying to. So no, but I'm sure it'll happen one day.
I'd love to get drunk with your dad.
He's a good laugh.
Yeah, I feel like that would be alright.
Yeah.
Drunk me is not a person who should ever meet my parents, but she has. But I mean, gotten drunk with my parents? My parents did not also get drunk.
Yes, and it was hilarious.
I don't think I've gone from sober to drunk with them, but I've definitely come home drunk, and then they got drunk.
Yeah, a couple of times I've gotten on the piss with mum and dad at weddings and family events.
Oh, yeah.
That's always a bit of fun, eh?
No.
No.
Do your parents support you in your decisions?
Sometimes.
It depends which decisions.
Yeah. My mum is the most incredible person I know. She will support me in anything I do.
No, not really. I think there's definitely been a few arguments and discussions along the way. It's a mixed bag.
Absolutely. My mum is very, very supportive.
Some, not all, but I think that's what comes with being a parent. They support me in most of my decisions because they think I make good decisions. However, like, I had to fight them a bit to let me get a tattoo, you know, like things like that.
Yes, unless it's really stupid, then no, they'll tell me to
Wake right up.
wake right up.
Yes, except for that time I told my mum that I smoked. She wasn't responding to that. They're always like, we trust you. You know what you're doing. Go hard.
Yeah, most of them. So, like, a lot of them I know they've got their own beliefs, but, like, life changed since they were kids.
Yeah.
And, like, you can't just keep, you know, looking back on what your parents didn't like.
Oh, that's a hard one.
It's a hard one.
Because both our parents are pretty strict, so...
Yeah.
How is your relationship with your parents? Non-existent, tense, meh, cool, ideal. I think it's cool.
Pretty good, pretty good. Like, I'm really close with my mum, and I'm more or less estranged with my father. So, like, with my mum, it's really ideal, I'd say, actually.
It's ideal. Like, they leave me to my own devices and I go visit them every fortnight or so. So yeah, it works out okay.
Mine's ideal. Nothing to complain about.
Mine's cool. Cool to meh. See them a bit. Would like to see them. I would like to see them more.
Good. Cool.
My relationship with my father could be better. However, my relationship with my mum and my stepdad, who I refer to as my parents, and I still refer to my dad as my parent, in case my dad is watching this. I love Dad. I do. But no, my mum and my stepdad, it's ideal. They're my rocks. They're my main drivers to succeed in life. I love them a lot.
Ideal. Oh, wait. Is there one better than ideal?
No, it's just, that's the...
Yeah, no, ideal.
I'm going to lump a new box on that says great. I think I'm seeing them after this. Probably should also call them and tell them I'll be late.
My dad passed away. My mum has Alzheimer's. But maybe we're cool. Maybe it's cool.
Really good and healthy and positive with my mum. And the opposite to all of those things with my dad.
I would explain it in all of cool, meh, and ideal at the same time, I guess. Like, we don't have, like, a huge relationship. I don't see them that often. But it's not as if when I talk to them, we fight or argue or, you know, criticise each other.
I've just always liked that word meh. And, like, I think that definitely, like, resembles my relationship with my parents. It's definitely got a lot better, but I know my relationship with my parents affected, like, other relationships I had in my life. Just because, like, it was quite, like, restrictive, and, like, every time I go there, the people would feel, like, judged or whatever, just because, like, my parents are so, like, religious. But, like, it wasn't a bad thing or anything. They were just looking out for me, like, showing their values, and I just was respecting it. But it's definitely got a lot better that I've got older and I've been a lot more open with them, because I would always, like, act like a different person around them.
Yeah.
Do your parents let you live the life you want? Yes or no? Yes, I think they're pretty hands-off, which is quite nice. I quite appreciate that.
To an extent.
To an extent. To some extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. They will kind of like grab you back if you're like doing something that
They don't approve of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My mom's never, forced me to do anything ever.
Within reason. I'm not coming home in a bad shape often, so I don't know.
In general, yeah. They trust me to make the right decisions.
Yes.
Yes.
Easy, yes.
I think now though they're letting you live your life the sort of way you
definitely
kind of want.
a lot more recently.
Yeah.
No.
No, not really.
Like we've got similar values, and actually we do have the same values. I just prioritize more than others. So in terms of the way I'm living right now is like not ideal with them.
Are your parents proud of what you have achieved so far?
I really don't know what my parents are thinking. Like, they better be.
And for me, I would say yes.
Yeah.
I think they are.
I know my parents are pretty proud
Most
of
of
me.
the stuff, yeah. I think they're pretty glad that like I'm like doing what I like to do, but then a lot of the time they'll judge me for stuff that I've done.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask them, I don't know.
Hell yes, and they tell me every time I go home, even though they don't quite understand all of the time, but they're still proud.
Number one, I have given them a mokopuna, which is a grandchild. So they'll be just proud on that alone. I tell you what, give your parents a grandkid and nothing else matters. No, yeah, but definitely, I think.
I think my parents are simultaneously frustrated and proud.
My mum was like, can you just tell me what you do so I can actually tell my friends? And I was like, oh, I'm a designer. She's like, yeah, but what do you do?
I would like to think so. Yes. They've said, we're proud of you. So I'm going to take them to
you've got
yes.
that verbal confirmation.
Yeah, it's what I needed.
Yes, my mom's so proud of me all the time. She's so lovely.
Do you talk about your romantic relationships with your parents? Well, they'll try. And, well, mum won't like the answers that she gets, and dad will give a high five. So let's put it that way.
I feel like only more recently I've had more open talks about like romantic relationships, but like not like in detail or anything, but like they're more informed than when I was younger.
Yeah, I do. I had a girlfriend in high school and stuff, and I talked to my mom about it a lot.
Yeah, personally, I do to a point. If I'm having problems, then yeah, but I won't just, call them up for a chat about it.
No, it's not something that I ever talk about with them.
Not the specifics. We talk about you,
Yeah.
obviously.
I don't think I have either. I did just tell my mum that I used to do lots of drugs. That was a pretty interesting experience, so she probably wouldn't care about this now.
Yes, but not in the same amount of depth as I would with my friends.
I don't go into detail, but I tell my mum a lot of stuff.
My mum tricks me into it. I'd rather not, but she makes assumptions with the like tone of voice, like, and then I'm like, I guess, and then, yeah.
Not really. I mean, they try to. I mean, it's like a big topic.
I think I sort of did when I was in one. I guess they can actually provide sort of a lot of support and help if you're having issues. And I think they sort of appreciate hearing about your happiness as well, if that's what's happening.